Guys, I'm going to put a cup of sugar in the pan. I'm going to spread it out well and let it melt. This recipe is very easy, it only uses 2 ingredients and it melts in your mouth. Once you make this dessert for the first time, you'll want to make it again and again. Guys, our sugar has completely melted. Once it starts to melt, you can't stop stirring so the caramel doesn't burn, okay? Now I'm going to put half a cup of water in this caramel and then just keep stirring until it melts. You can't stop stirring and it must be on low heat. You will be surprised by this recipe, it looks beautiful and delicious. Guys, this is the sweet spot of our caramel. It wasn't too thick, but it wasn't too thin either. Once it cools down it will thicken more. Guys, I'm going to transfer all this caramel to a pudding pan, like this. Look how beautiful our caramel turned out. And now guys, I'm going to spread all this caramel around the sides of the pan, up to the edge, like I'm showing. I'm going to do this around the entire formwork, including the middle. Guys, I've already spread the caramel all over the mold, it's spread out as you can see, and now I'm going to reserve the mold next to it to cool. Now in a bowl I'm going to crack 7 eggs and I'm going to separate the yolk from the whites. In this recipe we will only use egg whites. Do this process very carefully. Guys, now I'm going to put the egg whites in a bigger bowl and then I'm going to take a mixer and I'm going to beat it until the egg whites are stiff, okay? Guys, I've beaten all the egg whites, it's at that point, and now I'm going to add 12 tablespoons of sugar in here. I'm adding little by little and beating everything. This dessert is wonderful, only 2 ingredients and it's delicious. Guys, this is the ideal point of our egg whites with sugar, it was super light. Now I'm going to transfer it to the form we reserved. Guys, here's the mold we reserved, the caramel is already completely cold, so I'm going to put the egg whites here inside the mold with the help of 2 spoons, like this. Just put all the egg white inside the mold, pressing it down to fill the entire mold. If you are already enjoying this recipe, leave your note from 0 to 10 below. Guys, I've already put all the egg white inside the mold, now just spread it out so the top part is smooth, like this. Guys, I've already finished this part, look how beautiful our dessert is. Now I'm going to take a larger mold and put our recipe inside this larger mold to bake in a bain-marie. So just pour water into the larger mold, as I'm showing here. I'm putting the water already hot to advance the process. Guys, I already put water in the larger pan, I also added a tablespoon of vinegar along with the water so as not to darken the pan, and now I'm going to put it in the oven for 35 minutes. Guys, our dessert is ready. I just took it out of the oven and it's still a little warm. Now carefully I will transfer it to a prettier plate. Now all you have to do is unmold it by shaking the mold, like this. Carefully, just pull the mold upwards. And look how delicious. Our recipe turned out wonderful, very beautiful and delicious. Let's try. I'm going to cut a piece for you to see, and look how light this dessert is, super soft, like a cloud. Now I'm going to put it on a plate and just enjoy it. I'm going to put some of the caramel and check it out. Very good.